So I just started recording it. As always, guys, we're gonna post this on YouTube afterwards. These sessions are free. Like Nick said, it's Tuesday, September 29th. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day, good evening, whatever, wherever you guys are at, and let's get it started.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So this is just going to be pretty much an extension of Sunday's analysis, where we'll run through it again, little bit of top-down analysis, and then uh, drop down to even lower time frames and see if we can find a trade setup. So what's interesting on DXY here is that we recently broke out of this monthly zone, which changed this daily trend from bullish to bearish, right? So if you look to the left here, this was very bullish, and then we got a huge break, right? Significant break, close below. So yeah, we went bearish here, and you can see it's just lower lows, lower highs, huge bearish momentum, right? Tons of consolidation, continuations. So we're definitely bearish. The dollar has been pretty weak lately, and it could continue with that trend. So what's happening now is that price action pulled back the form structure, meaning it at least pulled back to the 38.2 fib level, right? So that's this resistance zone right here. It actually pulled through it and up into this monthly zone. So it's retesting this monthly zone that it had just broken, right? We found some rejection at the 50%, nice engulfing off that level, and now we're testing this zone that was broken resistance now as support, acting as support. So let's drop down to the 4 hour and see what our opportunities are for DXY here. So on Sunday, I know I mentioned that this looked like it was weakening, right? So it's getting like this push is losing its momentum. Like it's getting choppier and choppier, and these bullish candles are smaller and smaller as you get to the top of this push here, right? So this was weakening. We saw that. Here was the final push, and then it broke through this minor support here at 94.25, and then dropped down to this zone here, right? So now it's testing this zone of support. So from here, we pretty much have two scenarios. Either this is going to continue to reverse, and we're going to see a transition at this level, meaning we're going to get a break back through the support, retest the zone, find some sort of lower high, and then go back to bearish 100%. Okay, and then we'll make some trades accordingly on some major pairs with a bearish dollar in mind. But we really need to see it break back below 94 flat, right? And then we need to see lower highs below this level. Okay, but if we do get a bounce from the current zone right now, it's looking like it is a little bit. We could definitely see some projections back into this monthly zone, closer to 95 flat, and then we'll reanalyze, because I mean this is a pretty significant zone right here. So we definitely got to be careful as to how we kind of analyze around here, because once price action gets up into this 95 zone, we're going to kind of want to lay off for a second, because it could reverse, or we want to wait for a significant break higher low above this zone, and so on and so on. So just go back to 4 hour for a second. Zoom out. All right, so yeah, if this goes bearish, if this breaks below this zone and we start getting lower highs, this thing could drop a good amount, because just showing that this needed to pull back a little more to form structure and then continue with a much larger move. So we'll see. We will see. But on this time frame, on this 4 hour, 1 hour, it's short-term bullish. Okay, until we see a break of this. So that's DXY. Let's move on to AU. This one's pulling back a good amount as well, which is needed, because we want to enter on structure, guys. That's where the highest probability trades come from. That's where you'll get the best risk reward, is on these pullbacks after a large move, looking to get into a continuation kind of setup here. So let's go to the daily time frame first. I want to show you guys what's been happening here. Right, so we were bearish. Very, very much so bearish. Lower highs, lower lows. Right, here's Corona. Price action pulled back in a very aggressive retracement, right, all the way up to this monthly zone, pretty much 100%. And then we got a higher low, and then we broke through the monthly zone. So this whole 4 hour bullish trend turned into a daily bullish trend. Lots of higher highs, higher lows. Definitely good conviction, good momentum. So it's definitely bullish, right? So let's go right to the 4 hour. And actually, if we break this monthly zone here, we're bullish until this monthly zone is broken. Is holding here. Okay, so as long as price action is above this monthly zone, it's pretty much bullish on the daily. But let's go to the 4 hour and get a closer look at what's happening. All right, so like we said, the daily time frame was bullish, right? However, this 4-hour time frame now is bearish because we broke through these higher lows. These set of higher lows here as well. Significant closure below, good bearish momentum. So it looks like this time frame is bearish. Will it continue with this trend? We'll see. It all depends on how it reacts really at the 61.8, or if we get some sort of reversal from here, because this has to pull back all the way to here to go bullish again, at least from my perspective. I'm going to start looking at long opportunities. I really want to see a break of this, something like that. Okay, in which case we would have a really great trade opportunity, and then enter on a higher low, and then target higher. But for now, all that we're going to consider are shorts from the 61.8. As of right now, that's pretty much it. Yeah, this because this didn't happen down here. 38.2, we didn't see that rejection. So ideally, we need to see some sort of retracement between, or some sort of reversal between 61.8 and this 200 EMA. Okay, we could get wicks up into this area. Look for closure closer to 61.8, and then target towards the prior low and negative fib levels. All right, this could be a really great trade, but we gotta wait. We gotta wait and see how it reacts. Try and get in that reversal. You know, it's too late to get into any sort of counter trend trade because now we're at structure. You know, we're at levels where we could see a reversal and this thing start to drop pretty quickly. Because look, once this thing starts to tank, as of lately, it really just starts going. It's got the momentum. It just drops, shoots lower, blows through support levels, and just kind of tanks. So from here, we'll be looking for reversal. You know, some sort of bearish setup like an evening star, bearish engulfing, also with a cross back through the MAs. Right, that would be ideal. All right, so that's AU. If we do get a reversal, guys, I'm gonna drop to the 1 hour, get a closer look at everything, and put this out in premium analysis, so you guys can kind of get ready for, you know, execution. All right, that's AU. Let's move on to AJ. Looking very, very similar as well to AU. Daily time frame to start. Let's see where we're at. So very similar. Oh, well, overall, this is very bearish, very, very bearish. But just like we saw in AU, we saw a weakening of this trend, right, of this push here. So price action is, you know, the volume's kind of dying off. These higher lows and higher lows are getting closer. Higher highs are getting closer to each other. Price action started going sideways, and then it dropped off, right? So it reversed from this push here. You got rejection at this upper trend line and started getting lower highs and pushing lower. So let's go right to the 4 hour and see where we're at. A closer look at current price action. All right, so this was a giant wedge, right? Ascending wedge at the top of a bullish push. Again, sign of a weakening trend. And that's exactly what we saw happen. Is we saw some lower highs, some ranging. Bullish volume completely died. And then we got a break of key support right here at 96.6. A lower high on a retest, and then it just melted. Right, so it broke all these higher lows, kind of changing the trend here on the 4 hour. Definitely bearish on the 4 hour. Right, but what we have now is we recently saw a break of 75 flat, which is a key level for me. Nice little set of higher lows in that area. So it started pulling back. I thought we might have seen some rejection right off the 38.2. Good confluence in here. Didn't happen. Good momentum on this pullback. So if anything, we're looking for some sort of reversal, just like AU, some sort of reversal between 61.8 and the 200 EMA. Okay, that's what I want to see personally. Some sort of last push higher. You know, structures formed at this point. Looking for any sort of reversal with good bearish setups. You can enter on something like that. And then target lower towards the 0% and negative fib levels. Right, but just target towards the prior high, negative 27. This could be a really great trade, and it makes a lot of sense. So let's go to the daily time frame again, see if this kind of supports the higher time frame move. Yeah, so if this, like, let's say this 4 hour trend here continues, right? We're looking to break this higher low next on the daily time frame, which is near the negative 27, right? Something like this. We're going to get to this area. pretty much at 73 flat. Right, pretty much right there. So once we see that break, then we could say daily time frame is, bearish according to this trend here. So like this was a bullish trend, looking for these transitions to get back into a daily bearish trend again. So if we do see this zone break 73 flat, we're going to look to continue to hold, potentially close some of the position, manage accordingly, target down towards the weekly. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right now. A lot of room to fall, guys. A lot of room to fall. But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated as this develops, if we see any reversals, and so on. But let's just talk about what needs to happen for this to go bullish. I just need to see some sort of higher lows above this monthly at least. Love to see it get back above the 76.5 handle. It'll give me a lot of confidence of this going long. Okay, so this is AJ. Looking pretty good. Just need to see some reversal setups with some good confirmations. All right, next is UJ. This one's looking interesting as always. Let's zoom out for a second. Get the overall trend. Very bearish, guys. Huge ascending triangle. Key support being at 106. Tons of lower highs leading up to that zone. We got some ranging recently before this break right here. See this range. Price action was just bouncing. Then we started getting some lower highs below the 200 EMA, pointing down. Definitely bearish, right? We always had that bearish bias, even from all the way up on this daily time frame, right? So then we saw our first break through 106 here. Price action pulled back sharply, back through the monthly zone actually, and since then has been forming a descending triangle right around the 106 monthly zone. And then again, we saw a nice little pop lower, ground support again, pulled back into the triangle. So let's go to the 4-hour, get a closer look as to what we see happening right here. All right, so here's that pullback back into the triangle here, right? Nice little break lower, quick pullback, and now it's kind of just consolidating. Like this is looking super, super choppy within the end of this triangle here, right? Very fine range, not really much movement for this. So the best way to play this is to look for a break and retest. Either way, honestly, either direction. All right, so ideally we want to continue with the overall trend. We're looking for shorts first. So literally we just want to see a break of 105.25, some sort of lower high below that zone, enter on bearish setups, target towards the prior low, and of course, negative fib levels and confluence areas. So this could be a massive trade. And you can even double check it on the daily if you go back. Tons of room to fall, right? Not unlikely at all for us to make a bearish push down to our weekly zone down here. So this could be a really, really nice trade. Honestly, just need the right confirmations at this point. It does have the momentum. It just needs to, have that conviction and start that move. All right, so let's just get an idea of pips down to the -2.7, about 170. Stop loss would be well protected by this triangle, key resistance, and so on. Yeah, very good trade. Very, very good trade. So let's say this breaks to the upside. That's fine. That can happen. We'll change our bias if that does happen, and we'll look for long opportunities if we start seeing higher lows above 106. But a lot needs to be broken here. We need to seriously close way above this monthly, significant close above. Ideally, get above these lower highs, and then see higher lows above the monthly. All right, so, we are still super bearish at this point, so we'll keep you guys updated. Keep a close eye on UJ, guys. This thing could be a really nice move for this week. All right, that's UJ. Let's do EJ, and then I'm going to cover, wrap it up with gold for you guys. All right, EJ to start. Daily time frame. All right, we were very bearish, huge bearish channel. Not going to zoom out too much because it's very clear on this pair. Super bearish. Then we went bullish, confirmed it by a higher low forming outside of this channel, of this trend line, 200 EMA, these prior lower highs. So that's what confirmed this as a transition. Then we saw a rally all the way up into 126.5. right? Nice clean reversal from that zone. Broke key support at 124.3. And now it's forming some lower time frame, patterns and such. So let's go ahead and drop to the 4-hour and see what kind of trade opportunities we can spot. All right, so definitely bearish, guys. Look how clear this has been forming structure here. So, right, nice little descending triangle. This was that reversal at this monthly zone before the drop. Price action broke out of the triangle, melted, retested the 200 EMA here. We also got this cross, further supporting this bearish bias. Broke through major support at 124.3 here. Retested, gave us there's a little bit of a pennant pattern here, guys. Nonetheless, continuation pattern, so something to be aware of. So then it dropped, gave us a little rectangle, which usually is a continuation pattern. We were expecting a bit of a drop here, but this was actually a bit of, it gave us a fake out instead. This is a fake out, guys. This can screw you. This is why you always wait for lower highs, right? There's no lower high here. This was just the start of a break, but it was actually a fake out. And then look what happened. It reversed, blew through the MAs crossed, broke out of the rectangle. Now it's in a, some sort of pullback, a pullback for this move right here. So right now we are at the 61.8 golden level. So we could see a reversal from here. Or, to be honest with you, we could see this in this particular scenario. This could pull back. Oh, where is it? This could pull back to the 100%, 200 EMA, and still very much be bearish. Still fit our trade and give us what we're looking for. All right, so we could see that. This could pull back to the 124.3 handle and still be bearish, in my opinion. And I'll still be looking for entries all in this area. Literally anywhere from where price action is now to 124, I'll be looking for shorts. And I'll only continue looking for shorts until this zone is broken. If we see something like this, if we get any sort of higher low above 124.3, I'll probably change my bias depending. We'll take a look. But I definitely won't be looking at shorts if I see higher lows above this zone here. Okay, so let's talk more about the closer opportunities. Two ways that this can play out. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Two ways that this can play out for shorts. Either we get a reversal right here at the 61.8, and then we'll look to get in on some strong bearish setups, target lower, maybe some lower time frame transitions. We'll see, or just wait for those exact same confirmations closer to the 200, closer to the 100%, and then we'll short target prior lows and negative fib levels. Excuse me one second.
Yeah, so just to wrap up what Nick said, we're going to do a little giveaway today. So you guys, if you want to get in on the giveaway, we do these in the live sessions, just $25. So if you guys want to get in, just write in the chat your Discord name. If you guys aren't in Discord, just write in the chat. If you don't know what it is, if you guys are new to the session, just write in the chat if you guys need help. But $25 giveaway, just write your Discord name in the chat. I'll get you guys started with that. Nick's about to finish up with his. I'm going to recap. We actually got in on a position with EJ. So I know Nick has got this coming on the pullback right now. But yeah, this EJ position that we got in the signals was definitely good. I can review it in a second. Were you done with your analysis, or?
I just had to do a quick one on gold. It's usually super short.
Yeah, just go with gold.
Right, so guys, just going to do a wrap up on gold here. Super bullish, guys, as we know. I mean, gold has been nothing but, right? So we recently got this giant descending triangle. Let's go right to the 4-hour, actually. It's better to visualize it on this time frame. All right, so here's that giant descending triangle, right? Key support was 1915. It looked like we're going to break to the upside, especially after we saw this little rectangle, right? It was going to be a super easy play, enter on a higher low. Didn't happen. Instead, it dropped lower after we get this little lower high. Price action melted as DXY skyrocketed. Got this nice bearish leg here. And we're expecting price action to honestly pull back to 1800 at the max, right? That was the potential here, 1800 pullback. So we saw this pennant. That was a continuation pattern. I was definitely expecting a little break and retest, short to the downside. Didn't happen. Instead, it rejected the 61.8 according to this 4-hour fib. I'm sorry, this daily fib. from this low to this high, right? 61.8. So this could push back up, right? But we're not bullish on this again until we see a break of 1915. So until I see higher lows above 1915, this is bearish, like so. Even though we did reject the 61.8, you know, bullish fib for this here, it could still very much drop. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this pennant. Okay, so yeah, I mean this could pull back to 1915, give us a lower high, and then drop. You could short on that. That would be pretty ideal, but you know how it reacts in 1915 really is going to decide where it's going to go. Either look for a break of that or a reversal anywhere near here or below. All right, so it's gold for now, but we'll keep you guys updated. This is a nice little transition right here, actually, too. Nice little break of this lower high. So yeah, maybe gold's bullish again. We'll see, but it's got a lot to prove, guys. It's really kind of just hanging out in the middle of this range here. So much room to fall, so much room to pull back, test this broken zone. But we'll keep you updated. Definitely going to sit on the sidelines for now. Quick recap: covered DXY, AU, which is surging right now, AJ as well, UJ, EJ, and gold. All right, so I'm going to pass it off to Angelo. He's going to cover some more majors.
Dope. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share up. So again, guys, if you want to get in on the giveaway, just put your name in the chat, your Discord name. I'm gonna get into some of the major pairs here. Again, if you guys have any questions, just put in the chat. I see somebody wants to look at CAD JPY. I could take a look at CAD JPY. He's someone said, "Why can't I see Nick?" And someone goes, "He's John Cena. You can't see him."
Oh, you can't.
Oh my God. The smallest about is 15.
He's a myth.
You guys are, dude. If you guys are young, old, whatever, you guys are fine as long as you're here trying to learn, open-minded, and yeah, as always, everything be recorded. So I'm gonna get started with Youssef. So this is a trade that we're currently in, a position we're currently in. I'm just gonna break this down. We've been looking at this since last week. We've been coming up into this resistance level right now. So let's start, as always, up on the weekly time frame. So up on the weekly, basically what I saw was we rejected this monthly level. Down here, a lot of indecision around this level, bullish engulfing, spinning top again, and then we push higher. And right now we're retesting this level of resistance. Overall, we are still bearish. Moving averages are red over blue right here. And then as I came down to lower time frames, trying to start to break this out a little bit more. Yesterday we had this close as a bearish engulfing right at the resistance level. So that's 2 confirmations for you guys. And then this 38.2 as well. So we fibbed from this previous high, this previous lower high to this lower low, and then had that 38.2 there. So definitely a strong confluence area. At the moment, we're testing this moving average. So we'll see if we can push further down into this support level. As I come down to the 1 hour and even the 30-minute, this is where we're going to maintain the order. So right now we just have stops at break even. This was a little lower high that formed right here. Originally it was a rectangle, and a rectangle is a continuation pattern. Then we just started to form these bearish variations. So bearish variation here, bearish engulfing here. And then as you can see, more bearish variations right here. We had this bearish engulfing, a lot of wicks, and then it started to fall off overnight. So we're just going to continue to maintain this. This is an order we're in. No entry at the moment right now. We're just kind of maintaining this order. So Youssef, we are short on. Let's go over to GU. Let's bump up to the weekly. So weekly time frame with GU overall, we are bearish. We just retested this monthly level. So as always, we got our monthly and weekly key levels on here. And we just retested this monthly level up here, had this fall off. So a lot of resistance, a lot of sellers came in. Last week formed with this bearish engulfing right here. So still more sellers in the market. We're below the 200-day. We're like right in between these moving averages right now. And we're right at this weekly level. So we're seeing some buyers step in. We got to see if they can close above this level, 129, like 12900, like right around this level, 129 100. That would be a nice like bullish engulfing show that buyers are really stepping back in. As we come down to the daily right now, going into the week, we had these dojis and then we gapped up. Let's just go down even further to the 4-hour. So 4-hour time frame, guys, we're overall in a downtrend. So we're forming that low, lower high, low here. And then pretty much we just had this cross the moving averages, turned to blue over red. So momentum shifted to be bullish. We were right at this weekly level. And then that's when we started to get all these buyers step in. So early in the week, we talked about this rectangle. We were either looking to pop above here, retest and go long, or we were looking to continue and go south. But right now, obviously, we're bullish. This thing's pushing up a little bit higher. Basically, on this 4-hour time frame right now, let's just go over one thing. We would need to break really above this level. This is structure. Could drag this across right here. This is some 4-hour structure. So until we break this level, the 4-hour is bearish. Now down to the 1-hour and even the 30-minute. 30-minute time frame is obviously bullish. So pretty much this is what we're looking at. We either need to, we could update this now using our trusty old path tool. So we either need to break below this level. We'll do like the median of all these candles. We either need to get back below this level to continue our bearish trend, and then we'll start to target first this weekly and then below there. We can take this off. Always try to clean up your charts, guys. And as always, we'll be looking to enter on the break and retest that first lower high right there. Or to the upside, we could continue higher. We could continue going higher right now. Pretty much what we would look for is it would need to maintain where it's at right now. So if it does start to head higher, it's going to head higher from here. We could see some sort of pullback right here. So we pretty much just need to get above, we'll say this level right here. Actually, we'll go this previous high. So if we break above this previous high, this is going to show there's a lot of buyers in the market. And we talked about that 129,100 level. That's pretty much right here. So if we do break above that level, that's when I'm going to start to look for buys in this. And we're going to buy all the way into this zone. So pretty much what I'm saying is if we break above here, it's almost predictable that we're going to retest this previous high over here. So this would be a nice entry to get in. To the downside, we're going to wait. If it does break here, we're going to look for that retest right there and then get in. And then we could see some support at this weekly level before pulling back a little bit and then inevitably falling again. So these are the two scenarios on GU. I'll post these in the premium analysis after this session. If you guys aren't in the premium analysis and you're in this live session, these are obviously free. The premium analysis is just $7. So it's $7, just one-time fee. If you guys want to get in on that, just come into the start here section right here. Boom, $7. So everything we go over in this session, you guys can get in that premium analysis. We'll post that up. So that's GU. You know, two scenarios right now, either going to go bullish or bearish. Let's go to UCAD now. So UCAD earlier this week, let's just start up on the weekly time frame. So weekly time frame, we are overall bearish. We're coming back into this monthly level right here. Obviously, this was support, now turn resistance. So we're bearish. We're bearish right now into this level. We're seeing if we can reverse from here. Daily time frame, right at the level, we had two spinning top candles. So these are signs of reversal candles. And then yesterday we had another one. So a lot of indecision right now at this level. We've got a 618, we've got resistance, we've got this indecision. So multiple confirmations right now. Coming down to this 1 hour, we can update this. Earlier in the week, we were looking to either break below the support level, retest short, or we were looking to break above, retest long. So right now we can take these off and let's look at this again now that we've made a little bit more progress. So we wanted this trend line to break. This trend line broke, retested, rejected it. Now we're finding some more rejection here. So pretty much what I would need right now to enter in on a position is I would need to break below this level right here, and it's going to be pretty quick. It's going to be really swift. We would need to break below this. We would enter right here. Boom. To the upside now, we would really need to make a lot of progress. We would need to break back above this level, retest, and then longs. Let's adjust this. So we would need to get above this high that formed right here, right above this monthly level. We would need to break a lot. We have a lot of resistance right now in order for us really to get bullish on this. And then we also have that trend line. So we could potentially see that coming back into play right here. Let's just move this up a little bit. This would be our, again, this is our most ideal trade path. Doesn't mean it's going to exactly play out this way, but it's good to just visualize it, put it on the charts, see where you would potentially enter with fresh eyes, so that once it starts to execute, you guys don't scramble all over the place. You guys know what you're looking for. We're looking for this. If it happens, execute. If it doesn't, no big deal, don't execute. So it's UCAD. Again, we're going bearish with the dollar here, so I'll upload this one after the session. Let's go over now to NU. This one's playing out pretty well. Let's bump all the way up to the weekly just to start off. So weekly time frame on NU, overall we are bearish, formed this lower high, formed this low, retested, had this huge bearish engulfing last week, and then now we're coming into this week, we're testing this support level. So we're testing this support level. We need a break below this level to get more bearish. As you can see right now, we're pulling back. We're getting more buyers right now as I come down to the daily. The reason why I was thinking we were going to pull back here, guys, is because daily time frame is bullish. Have this higher low, higher high, higher low. We had this high that formed this double top here. We needed to break this level. So that we needed to break this level, and then all of a sudden we started to form these dojis. So doji. So all this is reversal candles. And if we were to fib this as well, fib from this low to this high, this is our 100% level. So we need to break this level to break structure on this daily time frame. So that's why we're getting some sort of pullback now. We're finding buyers, at the last possible chance. So let's just break this down further, down to the 1 hour. So down to the 1 hour time frame, basically what we're looking at here, earlier this week, we were in this range. Had these lows, these highs. We either needed to break above here or break below here to short. As you can see now, what's playing out is this opportunity right now. So we broke above this level. All we're looking for now, guys, is the retest. So it doesn't have to be all the way down to this random line. All it needs to be is some sort of pullback, establish some sort of higher low. Just show that buyers are here to stay. Buyers, despite sellers stepping in, buyers, it's a buying market. So buyers establish a higher low. So right now, that's all we're looking for. If we get a little bit of a pullback, we'll buy on this, and then we'll target up to this level right here. As I look left, we see these are previous lower highs. We had this support level right here. Drag this across. Boom. So we'll target that level right there. So just keeping it very simple, guys. Buying NU when we see that pullback, wait for that confirmation. As soon as it starts to pull back and forms something like this, bullish engulfing here, bullish variation here, another bullish variation, all this, those are all buying signals. We were just kind of stuck in this range here, so we needed to see how it was going to break out, how it was going to start to trend on this. So that is NU. We're looking to buy. Let's go over now to EU. Boom. So EU is showing something similar. Let's bump up all the way up to the weekly. So weekly time frame last week had this large fall off right here. A lot of sellers stepped in. We popped below this weekly level, and now we're coming back up. We're coming back up to retest this. Buyers are stepping back in. As I come down to the daily, daily time frame is bullish. We have this low to this high. And right now we're just hitting 38.2 and we're finding some support here. Doesn't mean we're going to push all the way up to zero, But at the moment, there are more buyers stepping in, right now. So we have a long ways to go. This thing needs to come back above the moving averages. So the daily at the moment is still red over blue. On this 4-hour time frame, we started to transition a little bit. So from a selling to buyers. So this is just a retracement. This is just a retracement on this 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is clearly in a downtrend. Daily time frame is in an uptrend, but it's in a retracement. So sellers are in the market on the daily, sellers are in the market here, and then down to this 1-hour time frame, we're obviously buyers stepped in. So at the moment on this 1 hour, we're trending bullish. What we would need to see here is for me to buy is very similar to this era. We had this break, no pullback. This thing just broke. We were looking for the break and retest. This thing just broke. Now it's heading upward. We would need to see, again, some sort of higher low. So we would need to see this to pull back a little bit. And then this is where it gets tricky. We're about to hit this weekly resistance level. So personally, at the moment, I marked EU as red. I don't see anything too promising with EU right now. I'm kind of just going to wait it out. Ideally, I would wait all the way for EU to pop above this weekly level. This is definitely a resistance level. And we've got, looking at multiple time frames, we've got some conflicting trends right now. So we need a lot more to happen. Ideally, again, this thing needs to push all the way up above this red moving average to really establish that that buyers are in the market. So I'm just hesitant at the moment. If I were to take any trades, though, they would be short-term buys, and it would be on a higher low. So it would be pullback, higher low, short-term buy. We would buy somewhere like there, very similar to this, made this high, pulled back. So we need a little pullback here. So going along with the theme of just USD being weak right now, EU, we're looking for buys. So let's go over now to GJ. Let's go up to the weekly. So GJ on the weekly time frame, overall very bearish on the weekly time frame. Last week we actually formed this large exhaustion candle right here. So pretty much a doji, very low body, low volume candle. So that's, again, a reversal candle. We're at this weekly level, so we're finding orders. We're finding some buyers in this area, but we're coming up to the moving averages right now. So we're testing that. We need a break above here. As I come down to the daily time frame, obviously had been bearish, red over blue right here. But if we were to fib this from this higher low all the way to this high, we actually fib it right to here, right there. We could see that we're just in this, we're overall in this daily move. This is a retracement down to this level. We hit the 78.6. Now we're coming up. We're near the 618. We got a long ways to go right now. As I come down to the 4 hour needs to break this. So we're just going to kind of sit on the higher time frame on this one. We need to break above this level to continue this bullish push right now. If we do break above that level, again, it doesn't have to be exactly on this random line, but we need some sort of pullback. So we're looking for a little bit of a break and then retest on this. If we come down to lower time frames, 1 hour is bullish, 30 minutes going to be bullish, everything like that. So two different scenarios here. We could either continue with this bullish momentum that we're seeing right now, or this thing could completely crash and we could see this. We're forming some sort of double top right now. We wouldn't sell really ideally until this happens. We would need to come down, break support, and then we would sell right there. So these are two scenarios for you guys right now. Either we're going to break above this level, find support, and we're going to buy, or we're going to break below this level, find resistance, and sell. So these are two very high probability two very high probability orders that could definitely execute. Last but not least, I just want to cover EJ. We did a little trade on EJ this week, and I just want to cover why we got in on this. So let's go over to this time frame right here. Let's go up to the daily. So I know Nick just covered this. So basically with EJ, let's just bump up to the weekly. So EJ had been falling off very bearish down into this level. And then pretty much what we had was daily time frame, still very bearish. Then 4-hour time frame, what I saw here was we fell below, broke back up, and then we crossed the moving averages here. And this was kind of just like a momentum type move. We crossed the moving averages, and then we just started to get all these bullish variations right at this level. And then pretty much what made this thing jump was the break above here. So we had a break above that moving average on the 1 hour, and on 30-minute, this is just a lot of bullish pressure right here. We had positions had been like right here, stops were below this higher low, and then we were just targeting 2 to 1. This thing's up a little bit more. Let's just check. It was actually AJ that we're in. I was gonna say this thing does not look. Oh yeah, this is the one. All right, so we were in on AJ. So on this 4-hour, this is what we're looking at. 4-hour bullish engulfing candle right there. That thing's massive. And then down to the 30-minute, pretty much all we were looking at was this trend line, broke above, and then we had all this bullish price action right here. So we had this, then we had these retests, this right here, breaking above the 200-day, and then finally this, and then even on this like last bid opportunity right here. So this is just a little trade on AJ. I'm going to put out a trade review on this later in the week because it was given out in signals. So we're going to go over that one. I'll do a complete like breakdown of why we entered, everything like that. That's just for the signal members though, and the people that are in the course. So just to recap, I went over USEF, GU, UCAD, NU, EU, and then we did GJ and AJ. That's going to be all the analysis for today. Everything is going to be posted, as I said earlier, in this premium analysis tab for today. All the different opportunities that we see. So if you guys want to get in on that, it's just $7, one-time fee, $7. So all you got to do is come into the Start Here section or shoot us a message after. We still do have our little promotion going on. So we have our full course for $299 right now. If you guys want to take advantage of that, there's 5 spots left for this, and you're going to get everything included here. So if you guys want to join the community, now is the time, 40% off with that. So this is our first live trading session of the week, trying to kick it off, get this week off to a good start. Like Nick said, things are moving pretty well this week, so we got to keep the momentum going here, guys.
Absolutely.
Yep. So keep the momentum going. It's only Tuesday, so we're going to look for positions today, get those out in the signals. If you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to hit us up. We're going to be back again tomorrow, 8 a.m. EST. So we'll be back for another live trading session tomorrow. We'll go over much of the same. And, this will be on YouTube shortly after this. So we'll get that up for you guys as soon as possible.
Absolutely, guys. So stay patient, keep looking, keep analyzing, get prepared, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Yep. If you guys want to get on the signals, just shoot me a message after this, Luis, and I'll give you some more information on that. We could do. He wanted CAD JPY. Let's do one more.
Let's see. Oh, I actually have it analyzed.
Yeah, you want to do it?
Yeah. Let me see.
Right here.
Little bonus one.
The bonus pair. It's a bonus.
CAD JPY, baby. This one actually forms pretty good structure. It moves pretty well. Let's go to the daily time frame to start, guys. This thing is bearish as hell.
Oh yeah, that 4-hour flag. Oof.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna get to that in a second. No, why is this red? Why is this red? I don't like this. All right, that's much better. All right, so very bearish, guys. Let's get rid of this to clear it up, right? Lower highs, lower lows, breaking through support, retesting as resistance, forming more lower highs below this monthly zone. So daily time frame, bearish, right? No doubt. Let's go right to the 4-hour. Zoom out a little bit here. I just want to show you guys how this is, how it went bullish here. So 4-hour trend went bullish, and then we've been kind of ranging between this monthly and this weekly, kind of just going sideways here. We did get a bit of a head and shoulders off this monthly zone. This is the head, kind of like 4 touches here. right shoulder, break up support, tested resistance, MA cross, go through major support at 80 flat, as well as the 200 EMA. So definitely bearish now. Just looking at this is a huge transition, nice reversal pattern, nice bearish light to the downside. So I just want to talk about why I fibbed from here to here. This has formed structure already, right? So you want to get conviction of when this move happened. Down to here, it hit 38.2, right? It would actually probably even be from here. Hit 38.2 and then push lower. So we refibbed from this pullback to the new low, and we can spot a few things happening. So we have this flag pattern forming, right? A little bit of a pullback, nothing too dramatic. Notice how close these lows and these highs are to each other. This is a good sign. This shows that this is a legitimate flag potentially, and that a continuation to the downside is very possible. It's very likely, rather. So we've formed structure on this leg as well. We've hit at least 38.2. We're actually somewhere between the 50% and 61.8. So for us to make an entry on this, we want to see a break of this flag, right? Let's see a break, exactly this trade path here. Break below, lower high, below, enter on bearish setups, target towards this next zone down here, and negative fib levels. So this thing could be a really nice push, right? Well over 100 pips. Really nice push if we see this develop. But guys, we're only going to enter if we see a break of this flag, right? So let's say this thing does pull back. Let's say it goes bullish, right? Get some sort of higher low. You could, if you're feeling risky, take a sort of counter trend trade here off a higher low. Sure, you could do that. Play it into this this zone here at 80 flat. But still, guys, as long as it remains below 80, we're still pretty much bearish. This was a huge zone that was broken. It could technically come all the way up here, reverse, be a lower high, and still be a continuation into this bearish trend, okay? So we're only going to consider bullish, conservative bullish opportunities once we're above 80. But again, guys, for those of you who like, living risky, taking those short-term trades, you could always find a nice counter trend trade as long as the rules, your rules line up. 2-to-1 risk to reward, enter on a higher low with proper confirmations, and so on and so on. So yeah, this is CAD JPY. Hopefully this was what you were looking for. And who's asking for it?
Oh yeah.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, live sessions are always, yeah, so whatever analysis we go over here, we're gonna post in the premium analysis. So that's it for today. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day and a good night. And yeah, we'll see you guys later.
All right. See you tomorrow, guys.
Peace.
Peace.